We got up about 12 hours ago and we have arrived in Greece at Fiscardo, and we're just leaving the marina on our catamaran. It's Laguna 450. It's absolutely beautiful. We've stopped up for some lovely food, and we are making our way down to an island called Meganissi, and we are staying in Spartakahorn tonight. So on our way down to Meganissi, we've just passed the island of Scorpios, which is that there, and we can't really see it anymore, but we've always passed it every year we come in. Jackie Onassis beach hut is on there because Aristotle Onassis used to own it, not anymore, and he built her a beach hut, and it was always really cool. And you used to be able to swim there, but it's privately owned now, so it's all a bit strange. You can't, unfortunately. But anyway, yeah, so there you go. That's Scorpios Island. That used to be owned by Aristotle Onassis. Anyway, it's absolutely beautiful. You can see a yacht there that sails out. We're just motoring down to Meganissi. We're trying to find somewhere to swim before that, I think, and yeah, looking forward to it. So we have arrived at our first stop, which is Spartakahorn on the beautiful, beautiful island of Meganissi. And here is my first, well, I call it a make. It's a sarong that you can see me wearing here with a new swimsuit of mine. But I was particularly pleased with this, but there's not much making involved in a sarong, but I thought I'd show it to you anyway. Here's our boat. This is the lovely Violetta that we're on all week. And here is where we're moored up. We're on a little pontoon here. This is early evening actually, so you can see the sun's going down. Absolutely beautiful. And this is my second make. You've seen this dress before. I am on a pontoon here and it's moving. I'm not drunk. And this is made from my Vintage Donna Karan pattern, which you might be familiar with. So all exhausted, time for dinner and a bit of mythos and an early start the next day. Hi, I'm looking a bit dishevelled because I slept on the deck last night. I've just woken up. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning and the sun is just coming up and it's absolutely beautiful. I am going to drag myself off the lounger here, and I'm going to try and film it for you because it's just lovely. So it is Sunday morning and I'm on the beach, but just about to go out for breakfast actually, and I am wearing the Marlow swimsuit, the classic one piece that I showed you in the studio a few weeks ago, and I've made a sarong to go with it. I'm just going to move back. It's a really simple cream sarong, but there's a fringing around the hem which just really elevates it a bit. I think it really makes it. I've just moved back. So it's just a classic sarong, and I'll just lift the hem up so you can see a fringe detail on it. I think it's 1 metre by 1.5 meters. You don't need a pattern for it obviously, but it goes brilliantly with the one piece. Yeah, so this is probably my outfit for the day really. We're going out for breakfast, back on the boat, and we're going to travel to another island, so sunbathing, reading, relaxing. These are some of the views that I wanted to share with you. These are at the top of the hill from the actual village of Meganissi, rather than at the bay where we're moored up. Beautiful bougainvillea, the most amazing views. We always go here. It's our first stop, and I always look forward to it. And then we spend an hour or two on the beach before heading off to our second destination. We spent the next day at Kalamos. We travelled there from Spartakahorn. It's another favourite of ours, and we always go to this beach bar. It's so cool. It's a little walk from the village of Kalamos to the port, but it is so worth it. It's beautiful. This is us leaving Kalamos. I didn't film an awful lot there, but we always have a great time. So it's Monday morning, and not out for a Monday morning. We've just left Kalamos, which was the second stop where we were last night, and we are spending the day on the boat again. We're probably going to do a swim stop, and then tonight we are going to the beautiful route of Civa. It's picture perfect. We've been there a few times before. It really is lovely, and I've got a really nice dress planned for this evening, which some of you may have seen before. So I will catch you later. So we are just doing a swim stop before we head on to Civa, which is on the island of Ithaca. So we've just stopped at this beautiful bay on the island of Ithaca, I think it's called. There's a really famous bay next door, One House Bay, and it's got black pigs on it, but it was so busy we couldn't get on there, but we did go there last year. Anyway, I thought I would just share with you. Look at the blue water. I've just been swimming. Fantastic. This is Civa on the island of Ithaca. It's absolutely beautiful, and I saved my favourite dress to wear when we came here because I knew the restaurant we were going to. Some of you may have seen it before. Here it is. You might recognise this dress from a previous video. I made it in fabric from Walthamstow Market years ago, and it is a vintage. It's a vintage sewing pattern from Donna Karan that I've had for about 20 years anyway, and I've made it in so many different fabrics. It's an absolute favourite. I hope you're enjoying the scenery, etc. that you're seeing on holiday. So I got up a bit earlier to film a bit of Civa for you whilst it was quiet and there weren't lots of people around. This was before I jumped back on the boat, and we headed off for the day. It's really tiny, but really it's stunning. I think this is us actually just leaving, and then we headed off for another swim stop because the next stop was Big Vathy on the same island of Ithaca, so it wasn't so far, and we're expecting a bit of weather. So our skipper, Elias, our skipper that we had with us, thought it was a good idea to come into Big Vathy, and you can see us here just coming into Big Vathy. So we arrived at Big Vathy on Ithaca this afternoon. It's the same island that we stopped at yesterday, the same island that Civa is on. We had a lovely swim stop, you've seen, and we've just had a quite relaxing afternoon. We got here sort of mid-afternoon, we were on the boat, I've been around the shops, been for a swim, and I am wearing this. It's the Simplicity Jiffy Wrap, and it's in that the print that I showed you a few weeks ago. It's a cotton silk print. It's from a French print house, and it's like a green jungle print, and it goes really well with, I've got this sort of khaki green coloured one piece that I've had for a while actually, and it just matched absolutely perfectly. So I had a little walk around Big Vathy. I loved some of the buildings, just the colours, the walls and the doors and the shutters are painted, and the plants. It's just everything is so different, and I just think as a designer it can be quite inspiring to go somewhere that's visually quite different and just have a bit of a poke around, to be honest. as you can see, the weather did calm down fairly quickly, and we finally reached our destination after a swim stop, of course. We reached our destination, which is Civitas on the island of Fiscardo. I had a little wander first thing and just took in some bougainvillea, etc. for you. So it is first thing in the morning in Civitas. It's really early actually. I've just had a quick coffee and I've come out to have a wander before the day begins. Yesterday was a bit stressful because we had a bit of interesting weather, bit of drama, which quite often happens on a sailing holiday, and it was really tiring. I hope we all slept really well last night anyway. So this is lovely Civitas again, and today we are heading down to Fiscardo, which will be our penultimate stop. Fiscardo's on the island of Colonia. It's much bigger. It's quite glam actually. I think it's kind of called Chelsea on Sea, so it's quite a nice place to visit. So we're going there tonight. So I'm looking forward to it. Walking back to the boat, I just wanted to take in some of the planting that they have around some of the restaurants at the front on Civitas. It's really, really glorious. Again, masses of bougainvillea and lots of plants that I don't know the name of because I'm not a very good gardener. But it's really, really quite beautiful. It always strikes me whenever I visit there, so I thought I'd share it with you. Last by no means least, our final stop before going back to the port is Fiscardo on Kefalonia. It's beautiful. Picture perfect houses painted the most beautiful colours and amazing planted bougainvillea with knobs on. Honest to God, it's just, I couldn't believe it was real. It's fantastic. Sunflowers, you name it. I mean, it just is absolutely stunning. And of course, naturally, the odd super yacht that you can see there moored up in the harbour. And on that note, here's my last make. Another one of my holiday makes. This is from the Sister Mag pattern, the halter top. And I've made it in a grey and white printed cotton. I've bought the fabric from Authors Market, which won't surprise any of you who watch my videos regularly. And I hadn't come across Sister Mag patterns before. I was introduced to them by my cousin Sally. Lovely, lovely patterns right up my street. I love them, and this is a really great bit. If you're thinking of making something for your holiday wardrobe, it just rolls up in a tiny little roll. And I think you could make it in jersey, in Liberty prints, shirting stripes. It's a really, really versatile little pattern. So it's Saturday morning and my week's holiday has gone in a flash as usual. We're at the marina. We arrived here last night and we are just about to go for a quick breakfast and then we're going to get a taxi to the airport. So I shall be back in London shortly. I hope you've enjoyed this video and seeing my small sort of handful of makes that I've done. And I will be back next week with something else, and I look forward to seeing you then. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you soon. Bye.